Oop, nope, don't. Nope, nope, nope. Too aggressive a gravity turn. Bad Lily. There's something just like very relaxing about just doing like orbital insertion, like just like kind of like very relaxed. Like I enjoy like the other stuff, like doing like landings and things like that, but just like a nice, good orbit is very nice. Oh yeah, and I'm excited. It's cool. I've I've loved all sorts of history of spaceflight and whatnot since I was a child. What is wrong with you? What's your issue? Why did you lose control? Are we just too... We just... What is your issue? Come on, come on, we got this. Nope. Okay. We can salvage this. We can salvage this. Just because we go into free spin, it doesn't mean we're gonna die. Nope, too far, too far, too far, too far, too far, too far, too far. Okay, let's get rid of our excess weight. Nope. No, no, other side, other side, other side. Come on, come on, come on. Up, up, up. Well, I don't know what happened. Come on, there we go. Let's get there. Okay, cool. Alright, what's our inclination at? Okay, our inclinations could be worse. I want a bit more time to Apple apps behind us, but I think we survived. Anyway, these ships have so much extra delta V that it does not... I think you can even survive rolling out of control. And of course, you can't actually see any of this because it is dark as all. But, yeah. Okay. Let's just follow our prograde mode. Okay. Yeah, no, at least I'm just like not used to not running Ferrum, and I need to figure out what was wrong with Ferrum and get it on there so I can like be used to Ferrum's aerodynamics again. Because I'm used to how Ferrum like behaves. Oh. Come on, let's just get out of the atmosphere. Let's get off this dumb planet with its dumb atmosphere. Alright, we are now in orbit. Let's just burn to our wanted altitude. Oop, and run out of fuel. Yeah, okay. Eventually we'll have more like lights on our ships when we like have better power systems. Cool. But just in time to see the sunrise for our little ship. Yeah, it doesn't. Oh. Oh, this one thinks it's comms too. Okay, this whole thing is very confused. I'm probably gonna have to console command this. Console command this one to be done. Do. Night, see ya. Thanks for coming. Got you. Oh, gotta get review. That's so janky as it goes off. Oh. Goodness. Alright. Alright, this is definitely not what we want to do, and we do want to speed up. I'm actually thinking just like... Okay, let's... raise our periaps. Oops, that was too much. I want to slow down a bit because I want to speed up. Okay. Also, I think I want to adjust the orbit of number 2. Oh, I should make sure that I'm also facing the sun. Because we want to make sure we don't run out of power, because I have done that before and it is embarrassing. Probably one more orbit after this. Actually, I think I want to slow down a little slightly. Right, let's do that. Let's raise our periaps to be, though, about like... ...20 after. Do. Fiddling with my... whatchamacallit? Orbit... Jagoobers. Yeah. I miss RCS. I want RCS. Ooh, too much. That's good. Oops. Actually, yeah, one more, and we'll see how it is. Yeah, that's good. And I do want to move this one to be about like there. Let's flip our ship around. Nope, do our. Cool. So now I just want to go to Skyfall 2. Yeah, number 2. Let's fly number 2. Let's adjust your orbit, and we will have a communications network. Okay, so what are we looking at? So we need to move forwards, which means we need to slow down a bit. Because having a lower orbit does mean you move faster. Probably one more. 1 or 2 more. Let's try one more. Yeah, that looks good. That looks nice and even. Or as even as I can be bothered to make it. Okay. Okay, so these are not perfect, so they will go out of phase occasionally. But it should be fine. Like it's not an issue that is going because we have these stations. These are mostly just to connect with whatever vessels are going out further into the Kerbal system. And you're at active vessel. Hey! Very exciting. Oops. Oh, no, that is not what you wanted to do. Why did you do that? Okay, let's go to tracking station. And I forgot to set that one. And I think we are going to have to console this one in. Just because it is confused about which ship is which. And it also is confused because they don't need to connect to each other. They also weren't built to connect to each other. Like, they will connect to each other based on just their normal antennas, but... And I forgot to set this one's dish up. Oh, and it wasn't even pointed at the sun. Oh, that was very bad, Lily. That is not how you do things. Our target should be active vessel. Activate. Yeah, because it's like, it doesn't think that there are any of these, and yeah. And it's not forcing the connections. So, Alt F12. Contracts, active. Create a network for Kerbal. There were 3 of them. Hey, look, we completed this contract. Cool. Why are you going to there? Right, cool. Well, let us go to the Space Center, where I think the next thing we want to build is a mapping satellite for mapping the planet. Okay, do we want a map or do we want to do our moon flyby? Moon? Okay. Observational sturdy. Ooh, this one is just do a bunch of the science we want to do anyway from high above Kerbal. And I do like the idea of that. And we can do that on our way out on our flyby of the moon. I like that. I mean, we're going to be transmitting it, but it's not like that bad. This one is once orbital survey from the moon, and that is also doable. Conduct a low-res scan of Minmus and the moon. That's not happening anytime soon. Yep. Moon. Kickoff's picking up. I don't know that's happening. Cool. Okay, I think it's time for us to go to the moon. One thing, though, is I am going to create a prefab, which is this, okay, so I'm actually going to load this thing. And we're actually going to be using this base part, and we're going to wait, where's prefabs? Sub-assemblies, that's what it's called. Prefabs is what you call them in Unity. Which this game is made in, so checkmate. Now we're gonna call it, we'll just call it this Aspar launch. Cool. And we'll just we don't want to save because we didn't want to actually keep that anyway. Okay, so we want a probe because we're not going to send one of our people. What are you programming in C#? I am working on an indie game right now, as well as just kind of like teaching myself. Yeah, I know Unity. I mostly use Unity as just my graphics engine. Most of the stuff I do is just pure C#. Okay, this one I actually do care about science. Could do orbital telescope. Which I don't actually hate. It's kind of weird. Submersible, that's not what we need. Okay, I'm thinking 3 material sciences. And actually, let's scale you down. Little mini ones. Okay, the reason I have 3 is high atmosphere, or high Kerbal orbit, high moon orbit, low moon orbit. We're going to do a very close flyby. EU because Kerbal Engineer is a must. We do technically... Nope, there we go. We technically need 4 of you. What's the game about? It is called Bibliomancy, and it is a game about, I haven't really talked about it publicly too much, but it is a game about doing the back-end paperwork for an adventuring party. They're off fighting dragons and slaying monsters, and you're back trying to figure out a good tax haven so you don't have to pay the king for your +5 magic sword you found. Oh, that's for universal storage. Hey there, how's it going? We are just building a poor little vessel that we're going to abandon in deep space. Right, so that is the science component of this, and let's just throw a reaction wheel on there. Also, we need a name for this poor fellow, if anyone has a good name for this class. Of course, we also don't have fairings yet, so this is just going to be exposed on launch. Oh, solar panels and stuff. That's important. Oh, also communications. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a satellite, Lily. You do kind of need those. $20 million miles, 90 million miles, millimeters. I think this one is fine for... I think this one is acceptable for Moon. Okay, so yeah. And now we need batteries and solar panels, which is in the electrics category. Alright, here is our terrible little satellite that's gonna get sent into deep space. No one tell that it's gonna die. Let's just leave that information out so we can just like go off and You know, have some happiness as it does our dirty work before it perishes. Okay, are we missing anything? Pods, no. Fuel, no. You, no. Oh, we should probably set you. Yeah, you're fine, you're fine. Oh, oh shoot, why don't you wanna, come on, there you go. This does not have a decoupler as part of the design, and that is a design flaw of that prefab. Yeah. Cool. This is our doomed friend. Yeah, I think that should be good to get to the moon. Theoretically. Yeah, well, let's try this. No. Ooh, an actual daytime lunch for once. Should get lots of good science from this one. Looks so bad without fairings. Well, hopefully we'll get lots of science, and hopefully we'll probably get fairings, because that just looks silly to have all that exposed. Oh, excuse me. No. I'm taking it slow because we do have a bunch of, like, delicate materials up there. Oh, we need to upgrade our tracking scanner because we don't have patch conics. That is important. I will do that once we're in orbit. Essentially, currently when we try to plan a maneuver node, it won't actually tell us if we're actually going to make a doohickey. What's it called? Encounter with the moon. And that is useful to have, especially since we do want to adjust our orbit to have that near flyby of the moon. Okay, we do want to start rolling over. Our orbit. It's so much nicer to see these like in like broad daylight. Do have connections to a bunch of satellites, so we have lots of data, nice and well. Right, this is one where we do want to save as much delta V as possible. So we don't really need to bring our apoapsis that much above 70,000. We're now in space. Oh, we can make an orbital telescope observation. Send you off and transmit. We haven't transmitted before because all of our previous ones came back. This one's not coming back. But getting 3 contracts done, which is good because we're not great on funds right now. It's like we're not bad, but it's like we could use some like upgraded because we do need one. Before we do a manned mission to the moon, I do want to be able to gather surface samples, which requires us to upgrade our science facility. Oh, we can't even make maneuver nodes without the upgraded one now. Okay, well, I guess we will wait until... Like, gonna get into orbit.